Hello and welcome to a great video where I will be sharing with you how two events in my life that seemed at first a little bit of a disaster and unwanted and unfortunate turned out to be some of the best gifts and blessings in my life. Before going into that, I'm Christina, holistic fitness and wellness coach, master manifester, and I'm happy to share with you everything I know, my life experience, in order to bring lots of value to your life. So let's get into this, how getting fired actually turned out to be one of the best gifts of my life. First time I got fired was actually around 4 years ago. And it was from a job that I absolutely love, a job that I manifested. I was working as a VIP personal trainer, health coach for an amazing family. I absolutely love the family. And all of a sudden, I got fired. And this happened exactly in the worst time for me, because I just bought an apartment. I spent quite a lot of money on, buying little things for the apartment as well. That time I just started competing in bikini fitness. So I also spent, money on the competition and all other things related to this. And I wasn't expecting at all this. It really came as a shock. I have to say that it was very fishy, and even now, I still think that the family themselves didn't really took this decision, but their personal assistant more, because of the way I received the notice. It didn't really make sense according to the contract I had. But anyways, these are details that don't matter. And I want to say that, to be honest, I was thinking before buying the apartment at some point to resign from this job, but it didn't really make sense because I love the family, I love the job itself. However, people working with the family and that were always around had really bad energy and character, and because of that I was thinking before that maybe resigning would be a better idea, because I really don't like to be in this environment. As much as I love the family themselves, if the people around are not a good vibe, that's not a match for me. But because it didn't make sense and I always, try to focus on the good, I did not resign. So I ended up buying the apartment. Few months passed and things happened. I had some intuitions and I got fired. What can I say? Of course, I cried. I was sad. I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do right now? I have to admit that I had months and even few years of really not feeling well, and I really could not see the benefit of getting fired that time. However, I was thinking from the first moment that I used to say that yeah, I like to do this job maybe for a few more years, but then what I really would want to do is get serious with the real estate and film YouTube videos. And of course I could film YouTube videos even when I was working with this family, but I was always postponing it. So I really think that this time when I got fired was because I was supposed to follow my purpose, which I didn't really do exactly, because everybody else around me, of course, was like, no, you need to get another job, you need job security, you have an apartment, you need to pay this and this. And I started to look for a job and nothing turned out as I wanted it to, because I was listening to other people and not to myself. However, I think I really needed these years in order to grow and heal a lot of my own traumas and learn about myself and learn about who I am as a person as well. And do I stick with my values in the most challenging situations? I do, and I did, and I'm very proud of myself. And I think that without getting fired and without getting through these super stressful years, especially even financially, and you know, it was kind of like universe, God testing me to see, like, do you really want what you say you want? Are you still working towards your goals, or now you found the excuse, I don't have the car, I don't have the time, I don't have the money? And I kept on working towards my goals, and I'm very proud of myself. The only regret I have is that I asked for help, especially financial, to people that did not believe in me, and that I let people who have insecurities to influence me instead of staying strong and following my intuition. But I think it was supposed to happen like that. And it is a gift because I learned and it strengthened my faith into my own intuition, and to know that whenever my heart and my mind and my intuition tells me you must do this, I should follow it and do not listen to anyone else. And the second time I got fired was more recently, like a few months back, and that happened. I mean, that was a job that I didn't necessarily want. It wasn't even paying enough to pay my basic expenses. However, I was very excited about this job. First of all, because everybody around me were like telling me for years, you need a job, you need a job, you need a job. I heard this for so many times that I was like, okay, I need a job, even if it's the minimum salary, yeah. So I got this job as officially I was a yoga instructor for an amazing resort. I googled the resort, I really loved, you know, the place and everything. However, when I started working there, I realized that my job, instead of actually doing what I was supposed to do, was, you know, to clean bikes and do completely other things that what I was supposed to do. Maybe, you know, 10% teaching one yoga class, and the rest had nothing to do with what I was supposed to do. There were other people who were supposed to do these things. Plus, it was such a toxic bully type of culture that I got sick physically. And because I got sick, I didn't go for a few days, a week to work, and they told me, you need to go to the doctor. I told them, look, I know what I have to do. I don't need to go, I don't need a doctor in order to, you know, cure me. So they fired me. To be honest, I was very happy that they fired me because after less than a month of being there, I was like, oh my God, like I really don't fit with these people. And they told me that you don't fit in. And at first I was like a bit, you know, offended. What do you mean I don't fit in? And then I was like, this is actually a compliment. You are completely right. I do not fit in this environment for sure. However, I learned a lot of things about how a super successful resort works. And I loved the fact that I learned about their human resources part and the e-learnings that we did. Because one of my purposes in life is to, you know, found my own no-fit lifestyle wellness resorts. So this was a very good learning experience for me. And also, while I was there, a lot of my colleagues were telling me, why don't you post more on YouTube? You should post on YouTube. And even from the previous job that I got fired as well, a lot of people were telling me, you should post on YouTube. And it took me so long to listen to actually the people that were right and were always telling me to post on YouTube. But look, right now I am consistent and I absolutely love it. I love to share, you know, my life experience with others so they can learn as well. And these two situations when I got fired turned out to be the best gifts, because without these things happening, I wouldn't have grown. I wouldn't become the person that I am now. Maybe I wouldn't even post still on YouTube because I would be like, no, it's okay, I'll wait. And you know, I started also my real estate channel, how I can with what I have right now, Chris Luxury Homes and Lifestyle. But I started that, and I wouldn't have done that if I would have been even at the first job, which I absolutely loved, but I was in a comfortable place. And guess what? We're never growing from comfortable places. So to be honest, I think now, for example, I would love to work with this family again or another family, because I'm already in place, you know, with the other projects that I have, and I know that I could do them in parallel, or even, you know, support each other somehow and inspire each other. So I think everything happens for a reason in this life. The second time when I got fired from the resort job, I was telling to my friends at the beginning that I feel like in a movie, like for me, I feel like a super abundant person, like I own this resort, and because of all the knowledge I had as well. And this is kind of like a trial, go and see how it is to work in this post, you know. And I learned so many things that I wouldn't have learned without getting through these situations. And basically getting fired twice brought me to the direction where I'm going now, which is really being consistent on YouTube, because I love it. And I think it helps me so much with my life purpose, which is to help as many people as I can to become their best selves in all aspects of life, especially body, mind, and soul. And with YouTube, I can definitely do that, because people from all around the world can watch my videos and benefit from it. As well, it's something that depends on me, so nobody can get me fired, you know. And this, you know, YouTube will also help me with my financial independence, and the real estate part, which I also absolutely love, as well helps me to build wealth and you know, to reinvest in all my other projects, because through real estate as well, it's a type of job where you can earn a quite, you know, big amount of money in a shorter or faster period of time than kind of any job would give you as a salary. So yeah, if you got fired, or if you ever get fired, never worry, and always look at it as a blessing in disguise. And really everything has its purpose in our lives, and sometimes we need these unfortunate, let's say, situations in order to grow, because we never grow from a place of comfort. Even if people would tell me, yeah, but you know, you have to pay this and that, it's okay, you need a safe job. Guess what? A job, when somebody else hires you, it's never safe. How can it be safe? You depend on somebody else, and somebody else can change their mind and can decide to fire you anytime they desire. However, if you are your own boss, first of all, when you post on YouTube, nobody can tell you don't post anymore, unless, I don't know, you do really nasty videos maybe. But you understand my idea. You are your own boss, and everything depends on you. In real estate as well, you put in the work, and with consistency and patience, you also reap the rewards. Will I ever accept to work like as an employee? Yes, definitely. Whenever I am, you know, appreciated and paid at my own value, and I'm surrounded by other inspiring people. So I hope that this video helped you, gave you, you know, hope, and helped you see things through a different perspective. If you go through some challenging situations, know that they will pass and you will come back stronger and better than ever. And all, you know, things that might seem bad at a first glance are actually blessings in disguise, and it's all about seeing everything with the right perspective. And trust me, even experiencing being broke, even for years, is one of the best things that can happen to anyone when you take the right lessons. And if you would like to, you know, watch and hear what are the things that I learned and the benefits of experiencing being broke, let me know in the comments and I will do a video especially with those things, because honestly I thank God that there are so many benefits that otherwise I wouldn't have experienced. Like, share, subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. Thank you so much for your support. It means a lot to me. And let me know about your life experiences, if you ever got fired, if you'd like to see the video about the advantages and benefits of experiencing being broke, especially for a longer amount of time, and what other subjects are you interested in. I'm also gonna do a video about abundance and a lot of other interesting subjects and useful that will bring a lot of value to your life. Thank you. Have a beautiful day and see you soon.